Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel and another episode of the Arsenal show. Let's play the intro. We'll get right into it. Yes, hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel and another edition of the Arsenal show. Great to be here. Great to be back. Uh, Hope everybody enjoyed the break that we had, the international break. I know it didn't go as well as we all expected, and I hope you all enjoyed the game from the other evening as well. Obviously, we will touch on that one a bit later, but for the old consistency and continuity purposes, I did not do a show post Sunderland. As always, I've made my notes. I've got my notes as per, so we can quickly just touch on Sunderland a bit here first, and then we'll go straight into the North London derby after that. So for the Sunderland game, Arsenal went back to the usual side we're accustomed to in the league, with Calafiori coming back at left back. Zubamendi was back at the 6. Eze was back at the 8, and that was for Hincapié, Norgard, and Nanweri, who all played in the game beforehand. Sunderland, before the game kicked off, they had a great stadium tifo tribute for the fallen soldiers before kickoff here, and yeah, they were just really rousing, really loud, singing "Ready to Go" by Republica. I don't know if that has any significance up in Sunderland. I know it was a big song back in the 90s, but yeah, they were like absolutely pumping that out, something wicked, like some kind of pre-match chant with Republica. But yeah, the game started and Arsenal, we had a great chance from a Declan Rice free kick, which was punched out in the end, and Sunderland come back and had a good chance from Isidore that he cut wide. Not very much else to speak about regarding the first half, and then all of a sudden, former Arsenal player Dan Ballard absolutely just rifled one in, and it weren't the best defending here from Arsenal all round. Declan Rice, he lets the ball bounce for the goal. It's really careless from him, but take nothing away from Dan Ballard and Sunderland here as an exceptional finish, and it's also typical for Arsenal that a player who arguably shouldn't be on the pitch after the elbow with Moreno ends up tucking it away. But yeah, Mukiele as well. He then hit one wide before the end of the first half after some more chaos that happened in the box. And Arsenal, much better in the second half right away, just playing some great football. Saka has a great chance after great work on the left from Calafiori and Trossard. And then Trossard, he finds Zubamendi, who lays it on for Saka, who lashed it wide, and he should be scoring on his strongest foot there. Arsenal, we then did make it 1-1. Sunderland, costly playing out from the back and not reading Arsenal's intent or the press properly. Declan Rice wins it back, lays it on to Marino, and Marino finds Saka, and it's a brilliant equaliser on his weaker foot here from Bukayo Saka. So, yeah, great goal to make that 1-1. Arsenal, we nearly make it 2-1. Zubamendi, he's played in by Trossard, but it's dragged wide. Eze had a chance that he hit right at the keeper also. And then Zubamendi struck the crossbar with a lob. And you're wondering, when are we going to get a break here? You were wondering, when are we going to score? And eventually we do. Trossard then makes it 2-1, and it's one of our goals of the season in the process. It's an incredible hit from the Belgian, and big props to Calafiori for dragging the defender out to allow Trossard the space and time to hit this as well. Without Gyökeres in this game, we didn't really have anyone that was distracting defenders and taking them away from the wide players other than Calafiori. So yeah, he did really, really well there. Unfortunately, Arsenal then conceded an equaliser, and it's another brilliant finish, this time from Brobbery for Sunderland, who just acrobatically flicked the ball over an onlooking Raya and Gabriel, who are both really, really bad here, in my opinion, for the goal. A really tough result to take on the day for Arsenal. It was 2 points dropped when you knew that one of your rivals were going to drop points the next day. And you've got to have slight question marks on Mikel Arteta here and his lack of making another sub apart from Mosquera for Esse. And the emphasis and the message that it sent to Sunderland to then attack us because we were going defensive and holding on, regardless of the lack of experienced options that Mikel had on that day. I think he got this wrong. And sadly, a core of Arsenal's best players for this season as well all had a really, really bad day here against Sunderland. But yeah, touching on that, man in a match for that game. Got to give it to Leandro Trossard. I thought he was brilliant on the day. He scored a crucial goal. He could have easily had an assist for the chance that he made for Zubamendi. And he made some really good recoveries of the ball also. And yeah, I've been proved wrong by Trossard this season and been really, really impressed with his last few performances. But touching on to the big one now, North London derby that obviously kicked off yesterday and come fresh off the international break with another change in the lineup due to the injury to Gabriel. Hincapié got his first start for the Arsenal in the league at centre-back. And the rest of the team is the usual same old team that we see due to the injuries. And it was a nice boost having Madueke and Martinelli on the bench if we needed them also. But before the game kicked off, Arsenal had an amazing pyro display and an amazing tifo, which was much better than the previous one. I mean, we've got it up there. Look at this. Look, that just looks like a curtain or a bed sheet that hasn't been ironed, hasn't it? But this one for the game yesterday, absolutely superb. It really, really was good. And the latest one, you know, you got current and old players there celebrating pivotal moments against this lot. And what I loved as well, Sol Campbell, right there at the tippy top, absolutely elite level shithousery from the Arsenal fan base and from the Arsenal with the tifo. And well done to everyone at the club and for all the fan groups and the designers that were involved. I thought when I was watching it that the style actually looked really similar. And yeah, I was made aware that it was Dan Extraws that done it. And I should have known really. I've got a few pieces of his work. I'm a big fan of Dan Extraws' Arsenal work, and I should really add it to this like background behind me eventually. So, but yeah, no, he's a great artist. Not just in Arsenal, he does stuff with rappers and other sports as well. He's fantastic. But yeah, onto the game. And Arsenal started this really, really well. We had that great chance from Declan Rice, didn't we? And it was an incredible move and ball over the top from Eze into his path. And if he just picked the corner of the net, we probably would have gone 1-0 up then, and it could have been even more curtains than it eventually ended up being. But we had a few more chances after that. Saka, he hit a few set pieces. One of them just went over, and one of them ended up having to be saved by Vicario. And then Arsenal, we do go 1-0 up. And it's through Leandro Trossard again. And it's a fantastic move by the Arsenal. I mean, Saka plays a nice infield pass into Timber, who has 3 players around him, but they offer no resistance to him at all. They don't stop a passing lane. They don't stop him trying to progress the ball. And he finds Marino open in the middle, who played a delightful over-the-top through ball into Trossard, who had a lovely turn and finish. It has a nick on the way, but it's a tremendous opener from Trossard. So, yeah, all the credit there to him. And then Arsenal, we soon find the second. And again, this is a superb move. Trossard just finds himself on the right-hand side. You know, that front three just interchanged the whole game. They just all were like, I'll go over here, you go over there, I might go here, I might go there. Completely baffled this 5-man Tottenham defence. But yeah, Trossard's on the right-hand side. He finds Saka, who finds Jurriën Timber. He hits a cross. The cross is headed out by the Tottenham defender. And Declan Rice, this is such an underrated piece of skill I don't think's being talked about enough. Declan Rice, as that ball's coming out of the air, just first time, just nice little guided pass straight into Eze, one touch, and Eze takes then 2 little touches, sets himself for his shot, and you just knew he was going to score. And yeah, he tucked it home for 2-0, and I couldn't be happier. You know, there's a lot of fans, myself included, that was saying, you know, love Eze, love what Eze's doing, but as he got that little bit more, and he definitely showed us in this game, and I think he's really, really going to kick on. But then half-time comes, and right after half-time, Eze again, superb work from Jurriën Timber, who lays him up, and Eze just finishes that perfectly. And what a goal! And to score at that time as well. Best times to score right before half time if you need to, and right after. It really can muck up a team's game plan, and that's exactly what happened here. But yeah, unfortunately, we then gifted that a lot of goal, didn't we? And it had to be Richarlison to score it as well, of all players. And it's really poor from Zubamendi here, who before this I thought was having a really, really good game. And his reaction after the fact was really good, actually. I won't take that away from him. After he made this mistake, he was really, really solid. But yeah, here he's just trying to be a bit too clever. He gets dispossessed by Polinia, and Richarlison levers it. And it flies over David Raya's head, 3-1. And it's very similar to the one that Pape Sarr scored against us in pre-season for them lot as well. But yeah, it was an annoying moment in the game. But we kept going, we kept testing their goal. Saka, he got close again from long range, trying to curl one in against Vicario, made a very, very good save. And then Arsenal made it 4-1, and Eze completes his hat-trick. And this again, brilliant from start to finish. This all starts with Hincapié. He wins a header against Richarlison. Moreno then holds it up into Trossard, who finds Eze, and he smashed it home. And all of Eze's goals are from the same place. This is what I love about Arsenal this season. Normally, we're so wing play dominant, and normally it's so right side dominant that we don't use every single path or avenue in the pitch. But this season, and I don't know if that's because of the players we've signed, if that's a change in the background room staff that have seen it and gone, look, we need to play a bit more directly. We're just going straight through the middle of the team. I don't mind, a bit of route one. I know people go, oh, Champagne Stoke and all of this. Look, sometimes a bit of route one, nice and direct, score your goals, win the game. It's the best way to be. You don't need to be flash. We were flashy, but you don't always need to be. Just go route one, go direct, get the ball in the back of the net, win the games. That's all that matters. I don't care how we score them or how we win, as long as we win and we're all celebrating in the end of May. But yeah, another brilliant goal for Arsenal's number 10, and it just capped off an insane performance for him. And he nearly has a fourth. It's a great save from Vicario, to be fair to him. But yeah, Eze nearly had a fourth there, and yeah, it would have been an amazing moment if he scored 4 on top of already getting a hat trick. But yeah, we've got to do man of the match for that game, and it's pretty easy, isn't it? It's got to be this guy. It's got to be Eberechi Eze for me. Fantastic performance from him on the day, and he scored a perfect 10. He's the only other player in the league to score a perfect 10 this season, along with Jurriën Timber versus Leeds. 2 Arsenal players, the only players to score perfect 10s on all the statistics this season. But yeah, Eze, 3 goals off 6 shots, nearly had a fourth one, 81% on the passing on the day, and he could have easily have had that assist for the Declan Rice chance also. First Arsenal player to score a hat-trick in the North London derby since Alan Sunderland. I think that was 46 years ago, I believe. And he's the first English player to score in a debut North London derby since Ian Wright and Super Kev in the 1991-1992 season, I believe. But huge flowers as well. Got to go out to the rest of the boys. I mean, in no particular order. Trossard, for me, he's coming in so clutch this season for Arsenal. Since he's joined, 19 goals against the Big Six, 4 of those against this lot, and 14 of Trossard's 24 Premier League goals since we've signed him. They've put Arsenal ahead. They've put Arsenal in the lead in games. And that's the 4th most of any player in the league since he's joined. And also, we've never lost when he scored in the 23 league games that he scored in, 18 wins and 5 draws. And he's been involved all month for us as well, Trossard, this month in November. 2 goals and 3 assists. And I hope it continues in the next 2 games with Bayern Munich and Chelsea. I like to be proved wrong, and I will throw my hands up and say that I got Trossard wrong here. I believed he was going to be sold with the players that we were signing and things that we were looking to do in the summer. And I thought that, he's going to be the one that goes out. He's an older player. But yeah, he's a really, really smart head in that group. And he's really, really contributing. So yeah, fair play to him. He's been superb. Shout out as well to Marino for the assist. And he sacrificed a lot of his game here, Marino. He didn't stay central. He didn't stay in the box. He didn't try and get on the end of things. He dropped deep to link the play, and he done it perfectly. I mean, look at the assist again. That assist for the first goal. If that's Messi, if that's Perlo or whatever, you're getting comps of that all week long, and they're talking about it. It's such a fantastic pass. But yeah, brilliant from him. Timber and Rice, they're always stellar. But yeah, got to shout them out, and got to give a big shout out to Hincapié as well. He didn't look out of place in that back line, and yeah, it was a tremendous win and a tremendous performance from all the lads and from the management as well. Could they have maybe made the subs a bit earlier and got a few of these mainstays off? Possibly, but yeah, I have no complaints about what Arteta and the management did here. Just quickly before we go into previewing Bayern and what have you, we've got a few comments here. Neil here saying, "Good luck, James." Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Lovely to talk to you this week on the Purely, and then it was nice to talk to you last night after you did Arsenal Bubble as well. Both great shows. If you haven't seen them already, go check them out. Sabrina, hello. Good to see you. And we got Marlon. He says, "Bro, what do you think about Manchester?" As a, if this relates to football, um, City obviously the other day lost against Newcastle. I believe they should have got two penalties, regardless of how happy I was that they they lost that game because they're the main ones in the chase. In fact, yeah, I was very very happy with that. But yeah, no, they definitely should have got two penalties. The Foden one especially. I don't know how that wasn't given. But yeah, no, always got to be fretful of Manchester City and what Manchester City are doing. If you're talking about United, um, same old, same old. Really, this is what happens. They go on a little run, they get a bit giddy, win a few games, go unbeaten for a few games. Then they have a game that you think's a gimme, they lose, they go on a spiral. Then they'll pick up again, then they'll lose. It's just you know archetypal of Manchester United of this last few years. So yeah, that's what I think about Manchester on the football side of things. But yeah, if it's not about football and what do I think about Manchester as a city and what have you, I've had a few good times down there. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of Manchester here and there. I like the music scene a lot. I'm a big Oasis, big Stone Roses fan, big fan of the Smiths. So, but yeah, I think your question was related to football. But yeah, appreciate it. And Hensei's here as well. Good to see you, man. Thank you very much. But yeah, next up, Arsenal, Bayern Munich. We got them tomorrow in the Champions League, and as always, we have a little predicted lineup here of what we think is going to take place. And yeah, I'll flash that up on the screen now. I think it's going to be the same back five. I think Hincapié is going to stay. Sorry, it's not the same back five. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, I think Calafiori is going to come out. Miles Lewis Skelly is going to come in for him here at left back. He's normally played in the Champions League this season. So yeah, I'm very happy for him to continue doing so. And then the midfield and the strike force, I'm going to keep exactly the same as well. I understand people that want Madwecki to potentially play. I understand people that want Martinelli to potentially play. I even understand people that might want Odegaard to play. But at the moment, these guys are doing well. They're scoring goals. I know that we've got a massive game against Chelsea on the Sunday. However, I think Wednesday to Sunday, that's enough time. That's enough break in there for them to get some rest after Bayern Munich, and we can go and we can get the win. And I've seen a lot of people saying about Arsenal should be frightened and scared about Bayern Munich tomorrow. I ain't having that. I ain't having that at all. I mean, look at what we're doing at the moment. We've got all these injuries. Jesus has missed 18 games for us. Havertz has missed 17 games. Madwecki missed 12 games. Odegaard has missed 13 games. Martinelli's missed 5 games. Saliba's missed 2 games this season. Goikarez has missed 3 games this season. And Gabriel now has missed 1 game. But we're still top of the league with a gap. We're still 4 from 4 in Europe without conceding a goal. And we're in the quarters of the Carabao. So let's back it. let's get into Bayern Munich. Let's smash Bayern Munich tomorrow. I think that we're going to win 2-1. I know that's not really necessarily a smashing, but I think it's going to be closer than we expect. But yeah, I know they've got, oh, you've got no pedigree in Europe, I've heard, and they're the 6-time winners of the Champions League and what have you. I'm caring about what's happening now. And right now, regardless of who Arsenal are playing in that lineup that I've just put out or what have you, I'm backing us to deliver and I'm backing us to do the job. So yeah, maybe famous last words, and this is going to bite me on the arse. But yeah, I'm going for it against Bayern Munich tomorrow, and I'm confident that we're going to beat Bayern Munich tomorrow. But yeah, that is about all from me. So thank you very much for watching or listening, and take care. Enjoy your evening and enjoy the game tomorrow. And I will be back after Bayern Munich, hopefully with a group of people. So it's not one of these solo shows. I know that the longer form content is what you prefer and what's better. But yeah, I just thought, look, I've got to throw something up here. So hopefully it was enough for everybody to enjoy. But yeah, take care. Have a good one. And just before I leave, I'll just leave with this picture here. Look at that. Look, fantastic, isn't it? It all worked out. And yeah, we're all the more better for it. But yeah, take care. Have a good one and enjoy the game tomorrow, everybody. Peace.